Hello and welcome back. It's time for another Proxmox video, boys. It's been a minute. In today's video, we'll be covering Pihole DNS. Pihole DNS is an open source DNS server whose main function is to act as a local DNS server that also blocks ads. The cool thing is, because it is a DNS-based ad block that covers your entire network, it's a great way to get ad blocking at the system level on all your devices at once, your computers, your laptops, your phones, right? This is some cool stuff. Pihole does have some downsides. Like, I've noticed there's some free applications or freemium applications on mobile that if you visit with Pihole DNS enabled, it just breaks the site or application. So you win some, you lose some. I'm going to teach you how to get Pihole up and running. The easiest way to show off the benefits of Pihole is just for me to show you a working version. So let's swap on over to that. And we now have Pihole spun up. And as you can see, the web interface is pretty nice, very minimal. You have a list here, right, which is a block list and an allow list. You have a list of managed domains. You have groups. You have your query log. You have a dashboard. You have your settings where you can control the system information, what type of DNS root servers it resolves to. You can even configure DHCP through Pihole, configure the theme on the web interface, right? Export your Pihole's configuration, manage local DNS records. So it's not just an ad blocker, it is a full-fledged DNS server. A lot of features for something that's pretty easy to get spun up on your own. We're back in Proxmox, and getting Pihole spun up is pretty straightforward. You either want to spin up a virtual machine or a container. Let's go ahead and create a container for this. We'll call this Pihole example. This is going to be 5523. Just a random. What we did was just assign it a random container ID. We then choose where we want to get our template from, which is local for faster spin up. We're going to choose where we want to store this, which is locally for faster spin up. You can give this like one core, which is 2 cores in Proxmox. For Proxmox counts each thread on your CPU as a core. So if you wanted to give a virtual machine or a container 1 core, you would give it 2 cores inside of Proxmox because the cores represent threads. You can just give this 512 megabytes of RAM and swap. It doesn't use that many resources, which is one of the reasons I like it. And just to get this spun up, we're going to choose DHCP. But if you're setting this up for its intended purposes, set it up to static, give it a static IP and a gateway. In this example, you want the DNS server to be an external DNS server like Cloudflare. And then we hit finish. Then you can start the container. Once the container has started up, go ahead and log in and you'll be dropped to the command line. We're going to run an apt-get update -y and apt-get upgrade -y. And we just give that a few minutes to finish processing and do its thing. All right, so our system is done updating. Now that we have the future Pihole server updated, we can go ahead and install Pihole itself. So for references for getting this installed, there's 3 different methods, and I pulled all of these from the official Pihole. I pulled this from the official Pihole documentation page. And per their official documentation, they want you to run this 1-line curl command. That is the easiest way to get it installed. You run an apt-get install -y curl. You drop this command in there. Then you do an and that's it. And you hit OK. And Pihole is free, but powered by your donation. So don't forget to donate, boys. Pihole is a server. Click OK. And then from here, you're going to want to choose your upstream DNS. Google is fine for most people. And then it wants you to choose your host list. Just go to find. Then it wants you to enable logging. That's very important in case you ever run into any DNS issues. So yes, show everything for the logging. And there we go. As you can see, Pihole gives us our server IP, an IPv6 address, right? And it also gives us the admin page. So when Pihole is done installing, you'll see this installation complete, and it gives you some information. It'll give you your IP, which you'll need to access the web interface. And it's going to give you your default login password, which you'll need to log in. So go ahead and copy that password and then go to your IP, which is 1106-80. And look at that. Then we just paste the password in, and there we go. Pihole is set up. After you've confirmed the web interface is spun up, you then want to go back to the server and enable the Pi-hole service. So you do a systemctl enable Pi-hole ftl.service. Then you do a systemctl status. And what that'll do is start Pi-hole in the background if you reboot the server. And then what you also need to do is update Pi-hole. You can do that with a Pi-hole-g and then clear that out. And when you go back to Pi-hole and you refresh your group lists, you'll see one group list listed there. And that's it. Basically what you do from here is you point a server to Pi-hole, and we can test that out. I'm already keyed into one of my lab jump boxes, and what I'm going to do now is set that new Pi-hole server as my DNS server. So let's go into networking, networking sharing center, properties, and properties. We'll just set this from its default to 1106. Okay, close, close. And then sometimes you have to disable and re-enable the interface to get things working properly. So we'll do that real quick. And we're back. So now if we were to run an IP config, you would see that the DNS server. Now let's run an IP config/all. You can see our DNS server is currently set to 192.168.106. And if we were to go to a site that had a lot of ads, a good example here of it blocking ads is Yahoo, right? If you've ever been to Yahoo News, you know on the side there's a bunch of different advertisements here. And here's a slightly less ad block page where you can see the advertisements are blocked, right? And that's because this computer is already behind Pi-hole, so it's already blocking advertisements. And the jump box is doing essentially the same thing through Yahoo News, right? So that's it. That's how you set up Pi-hole. As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of this content, please go ahead and subscribe down below. Otherwise, please hit the like button, please comment, and please subscribe. Peace, boys.